everyone, good morning. So this is day 4 for me. It is Monday. The winds have died down a little bit. As you can see, the sky is a little bit more clear. So since the conditions were a lot better, we decided to come out and catch the sunrise and just kind of explore a little more of the dunes. As you can see, I got a chance to really flex my lights and see how they perform and work, and it's been great so far. I think for right now, we're just gonna explore a little bit. As you can see, Jason is like all the way down there somewhere. Maybe I'll catch it in the edit, but yeah, we've been just kind of going around and just having a good time, really testing the rig to the limit, or pushing the ram to the limit. The ram's been doing great. It was pretty cold in the morning waking up, but right now with all this just adrenaline kicking in and the heater on in the truck, it feels a lot warmer, of course. From what Jason said, there is a tiny little gas station / store where we can fuel up and maybe get some additional food items before we head out and do the next part of the journey.
Time lapse will give the viewer a feeling of a passage of time, so that way when I bring them back on and it's later in the day.
Alright guys, so we made it to pretty much the entrance of the trail to the A6 Intruder. It's a crash site of a fighter jet, and we got to hike it in to check it out. So what we did was we just, as you can see, we parked our car, just chilled, enjoyed the view, enjoyed the sun while it was out, had a couple of beers, or we each had a beer, and just relaxed. And now it's about 3 o'clock and we're gonna go head up and hike up to that crash site and we're gonna check it out. As you can see, we gotta go up that hill over there. It's actually a pretty steep hill, and then go straight forward and check out the area. And supposedly there's some random sections and scattered parts throughout the trail, but it's right now it's getting into about 40 degrees temperature, so it is a little chilly, but this hike is going to definitely warm us up. Aside from that, after the hike is done, we're going to come back to our rigs and drive back not too far from the direction we came from, and there's like a little campground down there, and that's where we're going to camp for the night out in the open valley. And it's just beautiful out here, hoping that it doesn't rain, because as you saw earlier, we drove through some muddy ruts and stuff like that. We're gonna have to drive back out that way, and if it does rain more, then it's gonna make it a little bit more challenging. But aside from that, we're gonna go check it out. Come along. Good morning, everyone. So last night was pretty good. It wasn't very windy at all out here, so it's pretty calm and quiet. The only times where I woke up a little bit were the raindrops hitting the tent, where it just happened sporadically throughout the night. Still pretty cloudy up in the sky right now. Not very rainy at this moment. The ground doesn't look too wet or muddy or anything like that, so I don't think we'll have any issues getting out. The plan today is to head out to get to the hot springs and enjoy some time over there. If you've noticed, I've worn pretty much the same thing for 4 days. Haven't had a shower yet, so when we get there, before we go in, I'm gonna actually wipe myself down with like a body wipe. Something new that I'm trying. Seems pretty good, so I'm gonna use that and see how it goes. Actually, there's multiple ways to use it, and I'll share that with you guys in a little bit. But aside from that, I'm gonna get my breakfast going. Breakfast should be pretty simple since we're trying to make some time on the ground and driving there. So simple breakfast, keeping it easy, and some more sightseeing on the road as we adventure to our next destination.
I might have exaggerated a little bit on the cattle gates, but I still feel like there was still quite a few.
Hey, what's up, guys? So we're finished and done with the hot springs. It was really nice, but the hard part about hot springs out here is that trying to get out and dry off when it was windy and really chilly. Like I said, the temperature's about in the 40s, so that was the only chance, but it was great. It was therapeutic. But right now what we're doing is we decided Jason has routed, there's a dispersed campground down the way, but we just kind of took a look around this area where the hot springs is located, and we're like, hey, you know what, it's comfortable. There's amenities. There's a toilet here by the campground. We got plenty of space on the side over here for us to be able to just kind of spread out or just kind of park where we need to, because we have big rigs. So finding that kind of space is a valuable added plus. And there's hardly anyone here at this campground. There is a little bit of wind, but I did situate my truck so it's facing towards the wind for the rooftop tent. Right now what we're gonna do is just enjoy our surroundings, get ready to make something to eat in a little bit, of course have a campfire going. We're not certain as far as what the weather is going to be like. It looks like clouds are rolling in, but some clouds are rolling out. We see some blue sky, but we do see some dark clouds, so it's kind of a toss-up. But for right now, we're just going to make the most of it, enjoy every moment that we're here, and just continue with this adventure. But we'll catch you guys later. Cheers. Hot dog. The only thing missing is onions. Typically what I would do is I would chop up some onions and throw it on top. But for right now, this is good. Let's give it a shot. Saw this at the store. Figured I'd give it a shot. Definitely tastes of spiciness, but it creeps up. Got these. These are the banana peppers I get, but this is the hot version. It's pretty good. The lobster bisque takes about 20 minutes to heat up. So I'm just gonna have this while waiting for that to get warm and ready. So once that's done, I'm gonna pour the water out of that pot and pour the lobster bisque into that same pot.
I do that all the time. Let me even fix it post because you shoot 4K, but
Right. Yeah, just zoom it in a little bit.